Every year, over 300 million tennis balls are used in games and tournaments around the world. Let's see how rubber is transformed into the iconic green balls. It all starts with the raw materials. To make a tennis ball, the factory needs rubber and felt. Rubber gives the ball its bounce, while felt provides the texture and color. Big rolls of rubber are the foundation of every tennis ball. This rubber is mixed with special ingredients to make it strong and bouncy. Once we have our rubber pieces ready, we need to shape them into tennis balls. To do this, they use metal molds that are designed to give rubber its spherical shape. These people are so smart, they have first shaped the rubber into a sheet with molds which will later be cut into smaller chunks. One more important thing, they are going to do some finishing by grinding the ball halves to make sure they're even before putting some stiffened glue to secure halves and make the perfect ball. After the rubber cores have been molded and glued to make a proper ball, they need to cool them down. The hot, newly molded balls are taken out of the molds and left to cool down. Meanwhile, the pool of fresh glue is all set so the balls would dip into it and get the glue all over them. The balls are ready for their felt cover, which basically is the outer layer of a tennis ball. Yeah, that green cover. Large sheets of felt are carefully cut into precise shapes. The cutting machines ensure that every piece is in the right size and shape. This felt will create the iconic fuzzy cover of the ball. The adhesive used must be strong enough to hold the felt in place during intense play, while remaining flexible to avoid affecting the ball's bounce. The prepared felt pieces are glued onto the rubber core. This step is done with great care to ensure the felt is evenly distributed and securely attached. These machines are used to stiffen the green wrap onto the balls firmly, so they make sure your tennis balls are worth buying. After the rubber cores are all set and covered in felt, the balls go into the super cool pressurized chamber, so they wouldn't be too flat or too stiff. Basically, it's all about getting that perfect bounce, so the balls will play just like they are supposed to. Without that pressurization, the balls wouldn't bounce correctly. Once the balls are pumped up to their ideal pressure, they are sealed into these airtight containers. The containers keep the balls from losing any air before they reach the store or local tennis court. It's super important because if the balls lost pressure, they wouldn't perform as well. Each step is essential to create a tennis ball that's durable, bouncy, and ready for the game. Who doesn't like the crunchy nuts? But have ever wondered what happens to them before they reach your table? The process starts with the first step, washing. Once washed, the walnuts move onto a conveyor belt for sorting. With the walnuts now dry, it's time for cracking. They head to the cracking machines, which carefully break open the hard outer shells. The cracking machines are designed to handle this task efficiently while keeping the nut halves intact. Watch as the shells split open and the walnut pieces fall into bins. They move through packaging machines where they're weighed, bagged, and sealed tight, ready to be shipped out and enjoyed. Breadsticks are a beloved snack and appetizer. Millions of people enjoy it every day. Let's see how the simple dough is transformed into crispy, golden breadsticks. Kneading helps the dough develop its strength, so the breadsticks will be just right, chewy on the inside and crispy on the outside. The dough is then rolled out and fed into a shaping machine. Here, it's cut into perfect breadstick shapes. The machine slices the dough into long, thin sticks, ready to be baked. Next and last stop, the oven. The breadsticks are sent to an oven to give them their final, tasty texture.
Who asked for pasta factory automation? Well, here we are, friends, watching the very common flour getting the crowing pasta shapes. It all starts from gathering and processing the durum wheat to make flour for pasta. The durum wheat rolls into the factory and gets special treatment. The quality control crew makes sure it's spotless and pest-free. Then it goes through cutting-edge cleaners that kick out any chaff, stones, or trash, leaving only the finest golden grains ready to shine. Time to level up those grains into semolina flour. They hit up some next-level mills that grind them into the ultimate pasta base. The flour gets a sifting session to smooth out any lumps and get it looking just right. Finally, it's bagged up, sealed tight with all the deets, and ready to roll out to pasta makers. In order to get the best and lump-free pastas at the end, those people use these high-end blending machines that mix all the necessary dry and wet ingredients in the right ratios. This way, they will get a perfect blend without overworking the dough. Kneading it well is necessary to build up the gluten and get that smooth, stretchy vibe. Fancy machines handle this automatically to keep things on point. Rolling the dough through a sheeting machine into thin, even sheets is making me even more excited to watch my favorite pastas getting in shape. This machine can tweak the thickness of any pasta type making, moving those sheets through cutting machines or dies to shape them into whatever pasta you're going for. Spaghetti, fettuccine, or another style. They're running the dough through cutters to get it into those iconic pasta shapes. These machines can be adjusted to fit different shapes and sizes. At last, they are set on drying racks or conveyors that evenly dry it, with advanced tech keeping everything perfect. Advanced machines use temperature and humidity-controlled drying rooms or tunnels to speed up the process and ensure everything dries evenly. Machines and labor keeps an eye on humidity levels to prevent moisture buildup, which can cause mold or spoilage. Now is the time to sort the pasta into uniform batches with sorting machines to keep things consistent. You're watching the amazing technology-based advanced machines which are responsible to make batches, which then transfer the batches into each separate chambers, so the robotic arms will easily pick the calculated pasta every time for packing. First, the machines seal the pasta strips in a transparent plastic wrap to make sure the pasta stays safe and fresh during its entire shelf life. Finally, sealing machines pack it up tight with nitrogen flushing to keep it fresh and spoilage-free. Attached with labeled boxes, it's being loaded into cartons using advanced machinery for shipping. Pasta is like a flavor playground with its endless shapes and textures. From classic spaghetti to fancy ravioli, each type adds its flair to your meal. It's a go-to that makes every dish pop with delicious vibes. I strongly agree to that, living my whole life depending on them and only them. Okay, as you can see, the dough gets rolled into smooth sheets and then cut or shaped into all kinds of awesome designs with top-notch machines. It's where precision and creativity collide to turn simple dough into pasta magic. Pasta lovers, you're gonna watch more shape get rolled out of the amazing machines, so maybe you just hit the like button to motivate us. After shaping the smooth pasta dough just right, the pasta shapes are spaced on a conveyor belt for the next stage. They travel through a tunnel where the steam is all set to get these pastas almost ready for your every cuisine. In the perfectly controlled environment, the pasta get their precise steaming process that ensures they reach the perfect yummy, soft, and delicious texture. Once it reaches the required consistency, it's ready to be packed and shipped out. Tortiglione is a standout pasta with its cool twist and ridged vibe. It's like penne but with deep spiral grooves that give it a unique look. Those ridges aren't just for show, they grab onto sauces like a pro, making it perfect for chunky, creamy, or meaty sauces. With its bold texture and flexible shape, tortiglione shines in classic Italian recipes and new inventive dishes. Macaroni is the ultimate elbow-shaped pasta with a slight curve, giving it that iconic look. And all this magic is possible due to those amazing machines that can churn out the pasta dough like that every time. It comes in smooth and ridged versions, but either way, it's perfect for scooping up sauces thanks to its hollow center. It cooks fast and keeps its shape, making it a go-to for creamy or chunky dishes. Macaroni is perfect to add in classics like mac and cheese and shines just as bright in pasta salads and hearty soups like pasta and fagioli. This careful packing process ensures that every box of pasta reaches consumers in perfect condition, ready to be enjoyed in all its delicious, perfectly cooked glory. I love pasta, I know you love it too. So does the every second person in United States. That's the reason every year, just a single person consumes 6 to 7 pounds of pasta alone, based on the recent researches. That's quite a number. Ice cream is a legendary dessert that never goes out of style, thanks to its rich, creamy vibe and endless flavor options. Made from a blend of milk, cream, and sugar, it's churned to perfection for that smooth, velvety goodness. Each bite is something to die for, with flavors from classic vanilla and chocolate to trendy ones. Whether you're going for a cone, cup, or stick, ice cream is the ultimate comfort food that always hits the spot. Fried mushrooms coated in creamy sauce and breadcrumbs are a total vibe, mixing crunch with smooth, savory goodness. The mushrooms get dunked in a lush, velvety sauce that enhances their flavor. Then they're covered in golden, crispy breadcrumbs that add a satisfying crunch. Frying them just right, so you've got juicy, tender mushrooms inside a crispy, flavorful shell. It's the ultimate snack or side that's got the perfect mix of textures and tastes, making every bite a next-level experience. Come with me inside this huge factory that is going to make salted duck egg yolks. Starting with inspecting the eggs for a quality check and preparing the brine solution that contains special earthenware, salt, and perfectly clean water to keep them covered thoroughly. Within the time period of 7 to 10 days, or some companies prefer to keep them for 30 days, so the egg yolks are salted enough to be used for various purposes. Once the eggs are perfectly cleaned, all the approved eggs, I mean the ones which are not ruined, are sent towards the auto egg cracking machines. They take each egg and delicately cracks them, so that the hardened and salted egg yolk is separated from the egg white, which has become more watery than before. As soon as egg yolks are collected, dried, and inspected well, they are ready to pack. Some workers help to put the egg yolks in separate containers so they can be packed and sealed with quiet precision. Be ready, that was just the beginning. Let's see where the rest of the egg yolks have gone. Mooncakes, a staple of the Mid-Autumn Festival, are produced on a large scale in factories through a series of systematic steps that ensure both quality and quantity. The process begins with the dough continuing a mixture of several savory ingredients, sometimes sweet and sometimes a blended mixture of red beans and more. But the major step involves filling the heart of the mooncakes, which is putting those freshly made salted egg yolks. These egg yolks add a savory burst, which is more like finding a hidden gem in a pasty treasure chest. Legend has it that they were originally offered to the moon goddess, Chang'e, as a symbol of gratitude and unity. Mooncakes are round, symbolizing completeness and togetherness. Just as the full moon shines brightly, families gather to share mooncakes and celebrate their bond. Canned fruit cocktails are versatile and can be used in various ways. They can be served as a dessert, used in baking, added to salads, or mixed into yogurt or oatmeal for breakfast. They are also a convenient option for packed lunches or picnics. CP factory prepared hard-boiled eggs make their way to you. Whether you're slicing them onto a salad, mashing them for a sandwich, or enjoying them as a protein-packed snack, these eggs are a celebration of convenience. Don't you think adding blueberries to your daily diet is a breeze? They're a convenient, finger-friendly snack that requires no peeling or pitting. Just rinse and eat. And if you're looking to keep things interesting, frozen blueberries are a cool alternative. Simply blend them into your smoothies or use them as an ice-cold treat on a hot day. Sausages, the beloved grilling staple and breakfast favorite, have a special place in the hearts and stomachs, of course, of many around the globe. But have you ever wondered just how many of these savory delights one person munches through in a year? According to recent research, Americans consume about 5 pounds or more of sausage per person in a year. Did you notice that glowing like button beneath the video? Well, hit it. I put that glow to it. You don't believe, right? Go 4 seconds reverse and see the magic. I think I deserve a like now. That golden, crispy delight is widely loved because of the crunch that echoes through the room when you take that first bite. Sugar syrup-coated cookies are the rock stars of the cookie world. They're the ones with the shiny jackets and the sweetest tunes. When you take a bite, it's like your taste buds are going to a party where the dress code is delicious. I realize it has become more poetic. So let me take you where they will get coated. Post their syrupy shower, the cookies need to cool down. They travel along conveyor belts, basking in the gentle breeze of cooling fans, or even the room temperature would work. Here you can see a little stream of sugar syrup covering all the sugar cookies from upside down, while the roller keeps moving to shower the uniform syrup on every cookie. This woman has the most important job to do, to separate each cookie when they are freshly coated, because they may get stuck forever or even ruin others' appearance. Now they are ready to keep aside and let them cool again until the sugar syrup dries and reveals the white crystals on the surface. Before these cookies can make their way to containers, they need a few final moments to let them cool and make their way safely. Now comes the packaging happiness, where this lady, along with, I am sure, some helpers, pack these sugar-coated cookies inside the containers, so they can dazzle around your jars. Making crepes is more like painting on a canvas, but the paint is the batter, and that robotic spatula is a brush. Potato chips have a unique combination of flavors and textures that make them highly appealing. The satisfying crunch, the perfect level of saltiness, and the quick energy boost they provide are all factors that contribute to their allure. When I say energy, do not confuse it with healthy energy. Potato chips don't have to be a guilty pleasure. By adopting a mindset of moderation, you can enjoy your favorite snack in a way that's both satisfying and responsible. Remember, it's not about deprivation. It's about enjoying life's little pleasures in a way that's good for your body and soul. However, it's important to understand that these delightful treats are often high in sodium and fats, which can lead to health issues if consumed excessively. Pancakes are a beloved breakfast staple around the world, known for their fluffy texture and versatile flavors. But have you ever tried filled pancakes? They're like the regular ones, but with a delightful surprise inside. Remember waking up to the aroma of pancakes wafting through the house? Whether it was your grandma's secret recipe or a lazy Sunday morning tradition, Pancakes evoke warm memories. Pancakes with delicious filling inside strike the perfect balance between soft and crispy. Here's another mesmerizing sight of melted chocolate. This is something you can easily call as oddly satisfying as the way those robotic arms handle the entire process.
Oh, it's Friday night again, and you've just hosted an amazing dinner party. Wait, your guests are already full and the dessert is still awaiting? Worry not. More than just a sweet tropical refreshment, pineapple juice is here to rescue your digestion and keep the good vibes flowing. Yup, they literally are nature's very own digestive powerhouses. With every sip, you'll feel lighter. In the lush pineapple fields, when farmers have already harvested the ripe, juicy pineapples, they arrive again. This simple cycle of nature is so fascinating that it literally allows us to produce more and more fruits, sometimes by using seeds or the discarded parts to start the next generation. Here the land is prepared and farmers use plastic mulch for pineapples because the black plastic warms up the soil by absorbing sunlight, helping the pineapple plants grow better. It also prevents weeds from growing, which means the pineapples don't have to compete for water and nutrients. Unlike many other plants, pineapple plants don't need a lot of water. Instead, they prefer to be watered lightly but regularly, about once a week. As the bud develops, it begins to transform into a beautiful cluster of flowers. An expert takes a small sample of pineapple juice onto the refractometer. Looking through the lens, the device shows a reading that tells them the sugar content of the juice. Harvesting these delicious fruits was tough work. Farmers had to walk through the fields under the hot sun, then pick and carry that bulky baggage all the way towards carriages. But now, thanks to these incredible machines, this task has become so much easier. They no longer need to carry the fruits onto their backs. Instead, these machines will carry and transfer the fruits wherever needed. When the pineapples first arrive, they're sent into a big washing machine where powerful water jets spray them from all directions, washing away dirt and germs. That temperature cooling technique is typical yet important. They're needed to be scrubbed thoroughly because the pineapples have rough skins that might have harmful bacteria clinging to their eyes. As long as these persons are taking good care of the fruit's washing time, we're all in good hands. They're packaging the whole fruit as it's in huge demand, even though I want to buy fresh fruit despite the hassle of peeling and extracting flesh. As the experts have already separated the juicing pineapples from the rest. As the selected sweet pineapples move smoothly along the conveyor belts, they reach the crushers. These powerful machines, with their sharp and rough rollers, thoroughly smashes the pineapples to extract the ultimate juice, and leaving no part of the fruit wasted. The pulpy juice then flows into filtering machines, which remove any leftover solids, making the juice perfectly smooth and delicious. Finally, the fresh pineapple juice is collected, ready for packaging and to be enjoyed. People love fresh pineapple juice for its natural, sweet taste and health benefits. It's perfect for those who want a pure and nutritious drink. On the other hand, pineapple sparkling juice is enjoyed for its fizzy and refreshing feel. It's a fun choice for parties or when you want something bubbly. Hence, there would be something for everyone. You must know which to pick. Also, to keep the fresh taste, factories make sure the juice stays pure and unpasteurized. Instead of heating it, they use cool methods, well cool in both sense, to preserve the natural sweetness and tangy goodness. Now comes the other kind, where the machines fills empty bottles precisely. They pour the exact amount of juice into each bottle every time. Did I mention that pineapples take about 18 to 24 months to mature and produce fruit? Yeah, it's a slow journey, but one that rewards patience with delicious results. And the best part? Each plant will produce just one pineapple, making the fruit even more special and pricey. And I really admire these huge automated setups. They give the impression that nothing is impossible, no matter how hard and huge it is.
Once the ripe and plump tomatoes are mechanically picked from those fresh fields at their peak ripeness, ensuring they're bursting with flavor, they are sent to the dedicated factories. These tomatoes have been harvested employing advanced agricultural techniques, making them ideal for ketchup production. Each tomato undergoes careful selection, guaranteeing that only the finest specimens make their way to the processing facility. Any tomatoes that show signs of damage, spoilage, or imperfections are promptly discarded. Following inspection, the tomatoes are thoroughly washed using safe equipment and gentle cleansing agents. You can see the water is getting grayish-brown, meaning there was so much dirt on those tomatoes, so the dual washing system helped a lot. Once the tomatoes are washed, they will be sent to the inner stations where the tomato ketchup would be made from scratch. Here again, they will go through a thorough manual inspection. Now comes the first important step, boiling. Those huge steam boilers are getting ready so they could give that royal treatment to every tomato in the best possible way. This heating step serves multiple purposes. It helps to soften the tomatoes, making it easier to remove their skins, and it also serves as a crucial sanitation step, eliminating any harmful bacteria or microorganisms present on the tomato surfaces. After that, the tomatoes are subjected to pressurized water jets. These powerful jets of water are strategically directed at the tomatoes, effectively loosening their skins without damaging the delicate flesh underneath. And now comes the drum rollers, where the tomatoes move through this specialized machinery that gently coax the softened skins away from the tender flesh of the tomatoes, ensuring a smooth and efficient skin removal process. Despite advanced automation, manual inspection remains an important step in the ketchup production process. Trained inspectors examine the peeled tomatoes and look for irregularities that may have been missed by automated systems. The peeled and inspected tomatoes are then transformed into a smooth, uniform puree through a series of huge mixer machines. Now they are going to preserve that puree for some time. This involves carefully controlling factors such as temperature, acidity, and oxygen levels to create an optimal environment for flavor development. Before proceeding further, the puree is tested once again to ensure that it has reached the desired level of ripeness and flavor development. Once approved, it is carefully transferred to large mixing tanks. If you're enjoying this video, let us know by clicking that glowing like button. In these tanks, the puree will be loaded directly into the mixing tanks through pipes. Combined with a careful blend of spices, oils, and other secret ingredients, each is chosen to impart the signature flavor profile of the ketchup. The puree and seasonings are mixed together thoroughly, ensuring that the flavors are evenly distributed and harmonized to perfection. Each ingredient is selected for its unique contribution to the flavor profile of the ketchup, with careful consideration given to factors such as spiciness and that deliciously distinctive Heinz taste. As they need to handle more than one ketchup brand, so just let them fill these bottles before we move towards Heinz. You know, the good always comes after a lot of patience. Anyway, I'll make sure it's not that lot. That is super satisfying to watch these clear bottles getting filled with the delicious and creamy ketchup we almost eat with every fried item. Say, fries, nuggets, pizza, anything. Ketchup is a must. Honestly, I think pizza and ketchup have been the worst combo ever. As these bottles are ready, let me show you how Heinz ketchup bottles got filled. As the ketchup has been prepared, it is pumped into clean bottles using precision equipment. This filling process is carefully controlled to ensure that each bottle receives the correct amount of ketchup with minimal waste or spillage. The cooled bottles of ketchup are then labeled with branding and nutritional information before being packed into cases for distribution. Your favorite ketchup bottles are ready to safely and securely reach you. You might have heard from almost everywhere that McDonald's French fries are known for forever fresh fries. Not forever, but yes, that's true. They stay fresh for a longer time. First, they do not use any potatoes but a rare kind of potatoes. One of the key steps in preparing McDonald's French fries is blanching. During blanching, the potato slices are briefly immersed in hot water or steam to partially cook them. This helps to seal in the natural flavors and sugars of the potatoes. Sprite is known for its refreshing lemon-lime flavor. Just cut it off. Everybody knows that. You do know that Sprite is caffeine-free, making it a popular choice for those looking to avoid caffeine or limit their intake. This makes it suitable for consumption at any time of day, without the risk of caffeine-related side effects. If it doesn't have caffeine, why do I crave it again and again? Okay, let me tell you, they are going to do like unlimited layers of cream and chocolate treats, so get prepared. But I wonder if any of my audience have ever tried it. I never did, but I really want to try. Can somebody tell me if they have tried this delight and how it turned out? That melted chocolate is something irresistible, and I am pretty sure it's going to be the most creamy and rich delight those natives will ever find. Yeah, here's another layer of fluffy cream to give you double treats or a bomb of sweetness that explodes in your mouth in every single bite. It's ready to hit your nearby grocery stores. Go and find it. It's waiting for you there. That's a wrap for today. But our flavorful journey isn't over yet. If you want to watch more videos like these, you can find us here.